Good day. Where is the Rimworld? I didn't start Rimworld. Oh no, that's gonna take forever. I made a mistake. Takes 30 years to boot up Rimworld. Hello, Atomic. Welcome back. The other time, the other day I started my stream and it was marked incorrectly. I'm doing well, how about you? I say I'm doing well, but I just woke up from drinking way too much whiskey last night, and I kind of feel like crap. I'm playing something relaxing before I go to work. You're doing atrocious? I feel that. Some days, man. But I hope you do better. Eventually, we must all go to sleep. Although that doesn't always fix it. All day is medical stuff. Ah, that sucks, dude. Unfortunately, I cannot fix this. I do not do the medical. Not very PogChamp. Yep, not very PogChamp. Medical stuff is ass. I had med stuff going on like about a year ago, and that sucked for a while. And then on top of that, it's always expensive, especially if you're in the States. Hopefully you'll do better. Or at the very least, you can hang out and chill. Oh great, the game is breaking. The number one cause of debt in the US is the medical field. Yep. Oh boy, the game is breaking. And model capture broke. Oh boy, welcome to Scuff. Today's just a nothing is working today day. Although, I feel like Scuff is more or less expected with every VTuber stream. Smash this bag of beef jerky, what you doing? I am trying to play Rimworld, but it's, trying not to let me. My intention is to play Rimworld, but nomadically, where I keep moving my town around. Which is not something the game wants you to do. Which is why I'm doing it. Other than that, I'm just drinking cocoa and chilling. Percussive maintenance. It's a stubborn bastard. And there it goes. Alright, take two on the game loading. Actually knew what that meant. I used to be in IT. I know what percussive maintenance is. After a while, the computers learn what the wrench means. Hey, Thrumbo. Welcome, welcome. Rimworld is amazing, and today, as long as the game actually loads and nothing, explodes, I'm going to play it nomadically, where I keep moving my town around. I just have to not touch anything. Old PC? No. No, it's just Rimworld doesn't like to work for me. Rimworld specifically. If I touch anything while the game is initializing, it just explodes. It's probably the mods. I play most games with mods, but Rimworld specifically tends to like Rimworld can't load because of all the not safe for work mods. I would never. Yeah, the initializing takes this time, especially if you've got a lot of mods. I think I kind of have too many mods, but I don't want to turn any of them off. Never. It's feeling broke. I've never known the initialization to take this long. Should have started the game before I started the stream. One thing that I forgot today. I don't think anything's changed. I literally booted this up yesterday. I literally booted this game yesterday. And it worked just fine. Play tic-tac-toe while you wait. You know what? That's a great idea. MS Paint. Hey, I wonder. I wonder. Make it see-through somehow? I'm not sure how I would do this. Dang it, I thought I had an idea. I thought I had an idea. Let's see if it'll let me. It can't even like paint. This is fascinating. Can't see anything. Just forewarning you, I'm currently 14-5 against VTubers. I am not good at tic-tac-toe. Did it go? I changed it to MS Paint and it broke. that to be added to my list of triumphs. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay. Easy street. Alright, where you want your X? Wait, or does O's go first? I think X goes first. I don't remember which goes first. I think X's go first? It's been a long time since I played tic-tac-toe. Okay. I will put an O. That's... I did not know the circle tool worked like that. It's very off-center, and it's more like a 0. Strange-looking balloons map. It is the best balloons map. Called MS Paint. Yeah. Right. Put an O. I think that's a mistake. Top right. Alright. 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 Middle. I can sense the crushing defeat oncoming. Bottom middle. I think here. Middle left. Then I have to place it in the last spot. I think that's a hard tie. I don't think either of us completed anything. Cats. Oh. The game finally loaded. Let's ignore all of the errors that it turned up. I have never done MS Paint on my stream before. Turn off the display capture before I show something terrible. This is why differences should be settled with Connect 4 instead of tic-tac-toe. Hopefully at a later date, I can figure out how to do something funny with it. But I await that day. Where is the game capture? I've lost the game capture. Okay, we can't have it on top of it. I've broken it. I'll just make a new one. the frick? It's... I'm just gonna use the frickin' display capture. And every time I click out of the game, we're just gonna go back to MS Paint. Okay. We're just gonna live with doing things this way. I already have everything set up. I literally set it up yesterday. But nothing wants to work today. I'm going to have to figure out... Nope. Nope, we didn't figure it out. Game capture's broken. So I'm using the display capture. Alright, allow them to touch the food. Allow them to touch that stuff. I've got here a nice little tribal start. With a bunch of little tribal people. And they got themselves a dog and a bigger dog. I have no idea why everything is broken today. It is technical difficulty day. So we're going to be moving soon. So I just want enough space. Claim this. Start harvesting local plants for food. Chopping down trees for lumber. Now go, my little gremlins. Probably want to manually prioritize work. I want this research. I want you to craft. I handle. Oh. I want you to cook. Get some basic production up and running. Technically don't even need to build a butcher table. Do I have any steel? Is there any exposed steel? There's some exposed steel here. Although technically, I don't need to build the stove either. I can just make a campfire. I think the campfire is just slower? No? Oh, it's under temperature. Would need... Oh, these are steel walls. That's interesting. You need a research bench, though. We want wooden armor for everybody, and we want war masks for everybody. That everybody is nice and armored. Oh yeah, I forgot. I set it for them to get a Silent Neuroformer. You have a neat name. You will be the Psyker. Because I like playing with the psychic stuff. Did I tell you to use it or eat it? What did you do? Use it. Fire would be fun. Necropath is neat, but it's not useful. Or we can. It was gonna be flamethrowers. What glory is there in life, if not flamethrower? Sleeping spots for everybody. They can... I'm not feeling great today. Polaris last night was a mess. Fast forward time. Build some storage space here. They're gonna need room to store all of their stuff before they move out. Hopefully I can get a decent amount of stuff done before we have to. I was kind of hoping there would be elephants here. Elephants are really good for carrying stuff. Cassowary. Oh. Okay. This is mine, and it decided to fight a cassowary. Well, I'm not gonna bet against the bird. Cassowaries are scary. Butcher forever. Make a campfire over here. And they can make pemmican at it. As long as you have materials, make pemmican. I want 2 alpacas. We can hunt the rest of them to make pemmican out of. Ancient danger. Well, that's concerning. She isn't sure why, but she feels this dusty structure may contain great danger. So don't open that. Good to know. What are you making? Oh, you're making the wooden armor. Just gonna abandon the monolith here. I don't have anything to give you. The first thing that happens is beggars showing up, and I'm like, this is a random little 5-man tribe. They don't got crap. Research. What do we want to research? Smithing would be useful. Now the question becomes, do we become a roving trader or do we become a roving pirate band? I think that the answer is obvious because I made them raiders. I think. One that I made raiders. Esoteric raiderism. Yeah. So we're just gonna go around and attack and destroy every settlement we find. Ooh. The game has heard my need for war and bloodlust and has dropped me a weapon. Throwing rocks. I need a pen for the alpacas. This is a pain in the neck. And skate. A cow capacity of 1. But theoretically, we're not going to be sticking around here for too long, so it shouldn't matter. Realistically, what I want is I want enough pemmican to last me until I can get to a good new spot. And I want bedrolls. We've been chopping up alpaca, so there's some alpaca hide. 40 of it. Okay, there's enough for 2 bedrolls so far. Is it hot in here? Ooh, it is like 80 degrees in there. Temperature. 1 passive cooler should keep that cool enough. Let's put up another campfire. Hopefully 2 people working on it. Did I get 2 alpacas? I got 1 alpaca. I got a female alpaca. Need a male alpaca. Maybe 1 more female alpaca. Pemmican. Forever. Want to chop up as many. Where are you going? This thing is, like, moving with purpose. There he goes. He had to be somewhere. His people needed him. I don't know what's up with the, like, lone boomalope. Kind of doing its own thing. I do have to wonder what possessed the creator of this game to, like, look at the game and decide and be like, you know, people are gonna need fuel, the fuel generators and stuff. How are they gonna get fuel? Well, let's obviously make a cow they can milk for gasoline. Because that is the obvious approach to that right there. Okay, having 2 places to cook has sped this up immensely. Did you guys just, like, shoot these things half to death and just leave them? That is inhumane. Searching smithing, but I should research great bow. Because that's the quickest way to get a better ranged weapon than what I have. Because I can theoretically, like, research electricity and machining and start making guns, but that's gonna take a minute. And, using something other than the twiddly little short bows would be a very, very good idea. Okay, I really need you guys to go hunt the rest of those alpacas. Ancient mech. Oh, they noticed the exostrider that goes up. I should have grabbed a bottle of water or something. It's just short of enough hide for another bedroll. Uh, let's see, what do we call this? Let's just call it what it is, and this is, soon to be abandoned. We're not staying here. Okay, we can hunt 2 more alpacas. I could theoretically hunt these boomalopes. But in a thickly forested area like this, I don't think that's gonna go over well. I just see that killing everything that's on the map. That's 29 more hide. I think that's another bedroll. Furniture. You finished smithing. Smithing... I think... Not really room. Oh no! A mad chinchilla. Whatever am I going to do? It fits in the palm of my hand. Pretty sure literally every one of you has a weapon. If it comes after you, just, just kill it. Literally just defend yourself from the chinchilla. It's so mad. He just clubbed a chinchilla. The poor thing. Oh, it's no longer in pain. We are running out of alpacas to eat. So it's between probably... Oh, elephants came in. Oh, if I can get these, I would much prefer having those to carry goods over alpacas. Although, yeah, because alpacas, you have to have a fenced-in area, so I would have to waste time fencing in an area every time I stop. Though the alpacas, you can shear for wool and get milk out of them. They are like a renewable resource. A human leather bandana. That's probably fine. Nothing concerning about that showing up in a drop pod. If we can get an elephant or two, I think we can kill the alpacas. Although, alpacas can just graze, the elephants need to be fed. Dude, did I mark the elephants to be tamed and just instantly one of them got tamed? That was the easiest freaking tame of my life. I think the taming on those is like 10%. Like it's not good. This is fascinating. Well, if we murk every chinchilla on the map. Ooh, caravan animal. Ooh, horses. Yeah. Eat these. If we mark every chinchilla on the map, maybe we will have enough chinchilla fur to make one person a chinchilla bag. Oh yeah, we got plenty of food going. I don't think I need to worry about alpacas being a renewable source. It is the 7th of the month. I figure I should probably move before the month is over. Literally, if I click out of the game, it just goes to freaking MS Paint. This is the most scuffed thing I have ever done. I bet that's because of settings. Oh, that fixes a lot. And then if I click out of it, pauses, but it does not shrink itself. Ruined lavish grill. Oh, well, food's food. Are we hunting those horses? No one is hunting those horses yet. That's enough hide for 2 more bags. Oh, that's all the bags. Now we can start using the hide to make other things. Why does the whole thing pause when I click out? Oh, I found it. Is it rotated? I found the game capture. And now my model's broken again. It's just one of those days. Oh, what? Oh, it's still set up. I never transitioned it. Oh no, spooky face appearing on the stream. Oh no. I think I figured everything out. For some reason, the game capture was off in no man's land. For some forsaken reason. But now the capture is not capturing my entire screen. They're just not. Oh, they're trying. Oh, they're trying. They're so bad. Like every other shot misses. How many arrows are in this thing? This is not a horse. This is a pincushion. Up these stumps. Oh, they got all the horses. Did they retrieve all the items the horses dropped? Well, I'm not sure where they killed the horses. I'm not sure where to look for all the items. We'll figure it out later. Alright. In the morning, I can have them pick up and move. And hopefully the game will allow that to happen. Because sometimes it doesn't like that happening. The game is really finicky with the caravan mechanic. Because if literally anybody is asleep, they won't get up from their sleep to join the caravan. No, everybody just waits for them. And then in that period of time, someone else will go to sleep. It's just this never-ending cycle. I want the animals to be able to haul. A fleeing praetor. No, I'm not helping you. I don't help stinky Imperials. Okay. Uninstall everything important. Okay. World map. Don't want to attack them yet. These guys might be a safer bet for someone to attack. Yeah, I'll move there, so I'm within a day of this town. I'll prep for a bit. All the leather with. Bring the steel if we can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find more. Leave the wood behind. The wood I can get more of. Got quite a lot of horse meat. Okay. I think that's everything worthwhile. Now they just gotta gather everything up. I like how the elephant and the monkey took a completely different path. and we can abandon our own home. Oh man, they're speedy. Alright. We'll settle this spot. Okay, it's raining. There are some pre-existing structures I can take advantage of. Probably easiest if I just cut wood right here. We'll just build a longhouse. Hopefully this is enough room for them to do everything. We can install these against this wall. Set up a crafting spot. Is the camp cauldron just better than the campfire? I should probably just eat the alpacas so that I don't have to worry about fencing them in anymore. What's the wildlife in this area? A lot of rhinos, and a lot of alpacas, and a lot of boars. I don't know that I want rhinos. Who are you? Neutrals, huh? I'm not sure I like neutrals. Seems kind of fishy to me. Why is he feeding the monkey? Oh, he's trying to keep it tame. Do you have anything good? They are carrying food. Hmm. Got something about eating alpacas and just wanted to step in to say, do it. You make a very good point. Although, if I'm gonna eat the alpacas, I have to have other pack animals to take up the space. Right now, this area just has rhinos, which have a very high chance of aggroing if I attempt to tame them. And, I'm not currently technologically advanced enough to be brave enough to tango with rhinos. Set up some campfires. Mad alpaca. Cool. I am only slightly more frightened of that than I was of the mad chinchilla. And we know how well that went for the chinchilla. Oh, she's helping. Relaxing socially next to the campfire. Alright, guys. You can't just go to bed. You need to roof this. Everybody needs to finish the building. Finally. Finally, they're putting the roof up. Did you just stop? Hmm. Just prioritize building the roof. Please. Build the roof. I have never had to fight so hard to get pawns to build a fragging roof. It's gonna take 90 years to do that. Alright, they're just gonna let everything lay all night. Strange signal. Your colonists all feel a psychic message echoing. It's a signal from an inhuman, twisted mind that was left behind somewhere far away. You can focus on the signal and echo it back, but you can't tell what will happen if you do. Is this because I left behind the thing? I left behind the monolith, so this is happening? Ah, so the monolith follows you. Good. Journey to the derelict installation. Seemingly abandoned genetics research lab is not far from Abitre. Site may have some interesting ancient technology scattered around, so it would be a good idea to investigate it. Probably can't carry it with me, though. So... Okay, more storage. Pemmican. Forever. Pemmican. Forever. We prioritize doing this? You're just ignoring this. Oh, this is mud. They, like, have to build stuff under. Why are you just ignoring this? Okay. We'll do it like this. We'll hunt all of the local alpacas to extinction. Harvest all of the local food. Panther. Oh, while I'm at it, I want to set up a smithy. Here. Alright, we're finally gathering the alpacas. We need to cut more wood. We're running out of fuel. What can this smithy do for us? We can replace the melee guy's weapons with Gladius's. Aha! We can now make great bows. Let's start on complex clothing, and then we can do armor. And have them make 3 great bows for our ranged guys. Oh. Oh, they've started the training on the elephant hauling. Oh no, the wizard role is unfulfilled. Actually, that I could probably do. I can set up... I don't have anything good for them to meditate around. Ideology... The ritual spot outside. We can worry about this later. Are they just gonna leave this layout here? Spoils in 13 hours. This feels like someone I know. You just leave the meat lay outside. This is fine. Okay. Take a moment to equip the better melee weapons. Great bow. Who's my best shooter? 12, 6, and 13. So you're gonna get the first great bow. Alpaca 3 has given birth. No, I have more of them. Hmm. Bulk goods trader from Western Republic and also relationship. Trader Augustina, sister of member Kai. Town guard Octavia, lover of member Kai. Kai, why is your lover just living... That's something that fascinates me about this game, is because it'll just generate, like, relationships in the world. It'll be like, oh yeah, this person is just living... This person is apparently your lover, but they're living 3 towns over, so we're having long-distance relationships in a world that does not have consistent internet. Or telephones. Who's my hockey person? You have a 7. You have a 6. You are my talkie person. Trade with the bulk goods trader. I could sell the alpacas. Plain leather, camel hide, chinchilla fur. Ooh, chinchilla fur sells really well. Maybe I should be, killing more chinchillas. I'm gonna buy all their medicine. Is that a horrible thing to think? It would be convenient to kill all the chinchillas? Bolt of very beautiful and luxurious violet cloth, perfect for clothing the distinguished. I don't really have anything else that I want. I could sell some of my hide. Not gonna use the bird skin for anything. I have a lot of alpaca wool. Yeah, let's just make some money. Silver is probably easier to carry than all the junk that I sold them anyway. At least I hope it is. Otherwise, I just made things more complicated. All of the great bows finished? Yes, they are. There's the other one. This is Kai's sister. I do not see the family resemblance. She's like 10 times his size. This game fascinates me with its decision making. Okay, but at this point, we're armored, we're armed. What's she working on? Complex clothing, which leads to plate armor. If I can start making plate armor, that will make the invasion of the surrounding towns a lot easier. Going on. That hunting work site. This is the abandoned lab that I'm probably not going to go to. Faction, the cancer organization. The what? I've seen this game generate some really wacky names, but never anything so concerning sounding. Dobug. Funkish. That's just gibberish. The Bandit Muggers. So they mug bandits? Red Brook Bandits. The Pig Moy Mock Alliance. Done with Stellaris? No, we pretty much do Stellaris like every Monday night. Uh, Last night we did finish our current ongoing game. It had somewhat of a surprising ending and a little bit anticlimactic. I didn't realize that the new crisis thing kind of there's a little bit of a bang, but it kind of ends very nonchalantly. And it was a bit surprising. In the future, we're probably not going to do Stellaris quite as often, because there is other stuff that we want to do on our Mondays. Need a female elephant. But hopefully... Really? Spam! I love spam phone calls. Ugh. So, vaguely, yeah, we're done with Stellaris. At least for a little while. I think next week we're gonna wind up doing a 40k thing on Monday. So it'll probably wind up being like probably a short Rimworld stream or whatever I'm feeling that day, followed by me getting off to play 40k. Although this is still all kind of conjecture. It's a lot of what we're planning is in the works. Because it could turn out everybody's busy. Because sometimes stuff happens. Some members of the Eastern Republic are imprisoned by a hostile faction in a nearby prison camp. They ask us to rescue them and offer this reward with 1,250. Psychic Soothe Pulsar, Psychic Insanity Lance. We need a wizard. Big will be the wizard. The big wizard. Alright. Now they will no longer have the debuff from not having a wizard. They are still recreation deprived, though. So place one of those and one of these. Why everything is just sore today. That's what I get for drinking a bunch when I'm playing Stellaris. And being up all night. What else can we make? Oh, we can make simple helmets. Kinda wanna wait though. Because she's going to finish researching complex clothing and then we can do plate armor. I'd rather spend the resources on plate armor. Have Big mine out that steel. Ah, there we go. Okay, this building is completely out of room. We're out of wood. Again. I'm gonna have to start carrying wood with me so that we could just, like, build a pop-up base. Because, like, all of that initial tree chopping is really problematic. Really want another elephant. Multiple more elephants if I can, because if I have a bunch of elephants, then I could just eat the alpacas. But the game really doesn't want that to happen. Ooh, expected quality, 75%. I have to assign stuff not to be using the F keys. Okay. Want to set up another building? And I want a tailor bench in it. Might as well make an art bench too. We can take them down and carry them with us, I think. I think we can carry them with us. Plague in my elephant, no. Not elephant one. Let's make an animal sleeping spot. That way the elephant can lay down so the doctors can take care of it. I can make capes for everyone. I would make dusters because the dusters would help keep them cool. But if I remember correctly, you can't wear dusters with plate armor once I start making the plate armor. So it would just wind up being a waste. And I think the hood is the same issue. Anything big needs a cape and a hood. Okay, so I do want a hood. I want a hood for big. A shambler approaches. A shambling, rotting corpse is approaching. Some inhuman force has reanimated the lifeless body and set it to murder. It will now wander through the area. If it sees a human, it will attack. If not, it will leave in a few days. Shooting 15. Melee 11. The zombie is made of an apocalypse survivor. Well, that makes sense, actually. We're gonna have to be careful of that. Oh, I got one of the elephants. Um... Let's eat the adult alpacas. Oh, they got another elephant. Okay. I'm trying... Okay. I think that's enough elephants. I guess let's just get rid of the alpacas. You can't eat my dog. It's just ignoring me. It's so hungry, it's just ignoring me. Thank you, thank you. Panther is dead. Where is that shambler? I don't know where I went. Hey, Big has his hood now. Want wizard apparel. He's still waiting on his cape. Um, well, they killed both alpacas and have just let the bodies lay there. Someone at least retrieve them, put them inside. Indoor. Oh god, 93 degrees. I think I need more passive coolers. There is no room in this building. Everything is going great. I saw that model. What is that? That is broke. That is super broke. I'm gonna have to point that out to G-Get. Every day is scuff. Taking a long time to make a cape. Need them to gather more fruit. Gotta range pretty far to get all the fruit we need. When the sun rises, I think we'll have a fair. And because we're not sticking still, this is probably my best chance to actually get recruits. That was cool. A beautiful occult fair. So we didn't get the, oh. We didn't get the recruit, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, well, that was easy. She took a lot of scratches during that. Should probably also start making them regular clothing instead of tribal wear. We have all these dead animals laying around and nobody's cutting them up. Anybody else who can cook? He can cook. The skill's not super high, but he can do it. And it's best to have as many people doing that as possible. Because I have to feed a bunch of elephants. Major break risk. Oh, yeah, because she just got beat up. That's fine, though. Probably. Okay. I can keep the alpacas for 6 more days until they become adults, and then I will eat them. They're still just out there cooking in the middle of the night. Just slaving away over the campfires. Okay. So, there's a town right here. What is this? Oh, that's the prison camp. Okay. Kind of wanted to finish the armor research and get better armor, but I don't think we're doing that. Uninstall anything that can be uninstalled. Tear down anything we can. They are literally just prioritizing all of the wrong stuff. Oh, I forgot roofs are a thing. I'm thinking deconstructing the actual building isn't worth it. It just takes too long. Alright, another panther trying to be a pain in the neck. Alright, let's just clear the remaining orders. Not worth it tearing everything down. 3, 4, 5. This animal is rideable. People in a caravan will ride the fastest available animals, improving the speed of the caravan as a whole. Caravan riding speed 130%. Oh, so if I just have an elephant for everybody. All of my constructed stuff with, so I don't have to rebuild it. Alpaca 2 dead. It's slightly more than half a kilo. Or slightly less. Slightly less than half a kilo for each unit of wood. Exactly half a kilo for each unit of steel. Bring all of that. 8 grams. 8 grams. Oh, hello. Hello, Zavraska. Hello, raiders. Vraska raid. Oh, welcome, doggers. Welcome, raiders. I'm playing Stellaris, and I'm attempting to, be a, nomadic raiding party. Stellaris? Rimworld. Why did I say Stellaris? My brain's fried from last night. I was playing Stellaris last night. I'm playing Rimworld. Last night was Stellaris and whiskey, and my brain has still not recovered from that. But I am a nomadic raiding caravan. Grab all the food and stuff. So far, it's working out well. I'm learning that the caravan mechanics do not work horrifically well. Reduce. Why is days of food 0? Why is days of food 0? Is one of the animals I'm bringing just not able to eat the pemmican? The nomadic life is going okay so far. You see that? It's, okay, something doesn't want to eat the pemmican, so that's the issue. I need to bring less steel. I can bring, like, maybe 300 steel? I want to bring as much of the stuff with as I can, but... You've actually come in just as I'm preparing to attack a nearby town. Thank you for following, Jensen. Oh, yeah. The notification's a little bit spooky. You see that? It's just Ryla shouting in your ear. Doggers, thank you for following. I don't know if Rilo's watching right now, but he would be very pleased with what I changed that to. I'll have to turn it down. If it's spooking everybody in chat, I'll have to turn it down. Rilo is in fact pleased. It is good. Everybody is gathering all the resources. And we're moving out! Our first attack! Frick! Okay, so I have a thing with my audio. And sometimes it does this. I'm glad you asked that, because that means that the audio is not working correctly. Yeah, I needed to come through that. It should actually be picking it up now. There we go. I have a thing. I don't remember how to do it. I think that's how you do it. Ah, you were playing Shapes. Shapes is a very interesting game that I have a very difficult time with because my ADHD gets the better of me. And I just make a mess. I always try to remember to use the shadow command whenever someone raids me. Because, like, if you raid somebody, you're getting eyes on them. They might as well do it in return, you know? And they're moving slowly, dragging the tiny alpacas. I should have just eaten the alpacas. I just should have eaten all of the alpacas. At the time, 1 hour has passed. I looked again, 5 hours have passed. Yeah, games like Shapes and Factorio, you just get, like, really into it, and it just, like... Oh! Time's gone! No idea what to do. I actually really badly have that problem with survival craft games. I'll just get really into it. And they're all napping. Like 3 minutes out the gate and they're already taking a nap. Personally, my game of choice in that genre tends to be Factorio. Although I've also played a little bit of Dyson Sphere Program. That one is fascinating in the scale of it. There's nothing bad about it, you're enjoying... Yeah, the bad thing tends to be like, oh man, I'm late for an appointment or something. It's like, oh no. Dyson Sphere is nutty, yeah. Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. Like, I see, like... I've never made it especially far in the game, but I've seen bits and bobs of the late game of Dyson Sphere Program, and it is just wild. Alright, the attack has begun. I should have trained the elephants for combat. I think I want to approach from the south. This is really weird spawning. Because it just kind of spawned their buildings inside of a bunch of blocks of stone. You see that? At the very least, it looks like they can reach all of their doors. Although I guess there could be doors I can't see. Unless they put the alarm for sorts of important events or appointments, they're just gonna be missed. Yeah. Although I find that, for me, it's best if I do that just in general. It is way too easy for me to just forget stuff. You see that? Not at all. Oh, here they come. Let's see if I can catch a bunch of them. Oh, that's some good hits. This might have been a mistake. Oh, this might have been a mistake. And, oh, good. The pyromancer is down already. Are they throwing grenades? This was a mistake. I was not prepared. Alright, yes. Attacking an entire town. Waro. I think that might be a reload. I think that might be a reload. How far back was it? That was poor decision making on my part. I should have looked at the fact that my tech level was not better than theirs, and there were many more of them than me. Oh, this is not very far back. This is after I deconstructed the entire, like, building. Okay. So... let's not deconstruct the building. Deconstructing the building, I have learned, is not worth the time. What we want to do is we want to uninstall anything that can be uninstalled. And while I would like to go raiding, we have to find softer targets than attempting to destroy an entire village. I'm not even entirely sure what my goal should be at this point. I think my goal is to become powerful enough to just, like, travel town to town, destroy the town, take over the town, and then move on to the next town. But until I manage that, I'm just kind of traveling the countryside. There's the abandoned lab up there, but I'm just gonna get eaten. So maybe I can go do the prison camp. The prison camp is a thing I can raid. Yeah, these are too slow. Release the baby alpacas. I am not cruel enough to eat the baby alpacas, but I will abandon them to the wild. It literally just picks it up and throws it over the fence. And there they go. One day I will return and they will be wild alpacas. So where do we go? We want to go here. Bring everything we can. Oh, I brought... Oops. I brought all the steel. I want to make sure I bring everything important. Bring all of the food. Four days worth of food. And as much steel as we can. I don't know what is gonna get hungry. Alright. Gather everything up on the elephants. Nothing will be left behind, except a lot of garbage. A lot of things will be left behind. The elephants make things work so much better. Two and a half days of food. That doesn't seem right. But we... It must be that one of my animals won't eat the pemmican. Oh boy, cargo pods. Cabbages! Cargo pods full of cabbages, but we've already left. This good fortune is for the beasts of the wilderness. They will enjoy the bounty of cabbages. Not me. It was my mistake leaving too soon. I will abandon this. After I raid the prison camp, I can probably set it up as my base. And I can travel overland this direction. Maybe I'll get another quest to do something. 0 days of food. Oh. 5 bounty hunters, a deputy, a frontier trader, 5 militias, 2 settlers, and 3 muffalo. Yeah, I'm not attacking that. Do they have anything interesting this raid? Pretty sure, yeah, if not kept in a powered gene bank, this gene pack will slowly deteriorate. I can't really do gene tailoring if I'm gonna be traveling, because I can't keep it in a powered gene bank. They have lots of fancy, advanced weaponry. Prestige cataphract helmet? I don't really have anything that they want, though. Get as much of this medicine as I can. Yeah, I'll buy their medicine. That's another thing that's really finicky. Is sometimes it... Ooh. There's a lot of people at this prison. Okay. They have guns. I thought a prison camp would be easy pickings. Instead, this is looking a little spooky. Is that a turret? No, nope. We're in the middle of a fight and the elephants are just loving having a good time over there. Okay. Can I not just leave? Apparently, I can't just leave. This is not ideal. If I can... This just isn't gonna work out. There's like a dozen of them. And they have a freaking turret. They have 2 turrets. What is the range on the bow? Long enough. Why are you all running into melee? What? They're stupid. This is probably the worst decision I have ever made. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. So I can't even attack that. Not even that works. Where am I? Settle right here. This is not ideal. None of this is ideal. this is a cool area. Did we bring any wood? I think I forgot to bring wood. So, we're gonna clear out the woods around this. Fill in the holes in the walls. Try to make a livable building out of this. Got ancient storage cylinders. Cassowary ribbon. Why do you feel the need to hunt the most aggressive birds? This is the dumbest mega dog I have ever seen. And I've known some pretty dumb dogs. Sweetest creatures on the planet, but sometimes they just want the end. They desire destruction. Set up wooden chairs. Worry about that later. Off certain sections so that the ceiling doesn't fall down. And zone a new step. Are we really doing this in the house? These elephants have no shame. Alright, start working it. Dogs are simultaneously the smartest animals we interact with on a regular basis. Yet it seems like many of them are constantly hemorrhaging brain cells. They're still adults. That they are. It's like, you're so cute and smart. Why are you so dumb? Part of the game where you're doing genocides yet? Unfortunately, no. Every time I have attempted to attack somebody, it has turned out they have both better weapons than me and several times as many people. So, if we're talking genocides of my people, that's going great. I have died completely several times. Yeah. Game's doing a great job of genociding me. Me doing the genociding, though, is not going quite as well. Nope, come on. How big can I have an area? We need you to roof this. Not build a roof over a bamboo tree. Remove the bamboo tree. Need metal columns to keep all roofing in the air. Walls. Oh, there's a bunch of granite columns. I probably don't need to make columns. Now, the nomadic part is going great. I've moved a lot, and I've managed to maintain my attempt at moving like once a month. In fact, I think I've been moving like twice a month. And I've learned a lot about the do's and don'ts of moving house. Orange zone. Make everywhere stockpile. More alpacas. Hunt them to extinction. You know what? There is a genocide I've been working really hard on, and it's the genocide of alpacas. I have killed pretty much every alpaca I've seen. Although I did leave those baby alpacas. I released them to the wild. Oh, that's plate armor. That's plate armor. That's important. We're getting up there in technology. Plate armor, plate boots, plate gloves. There's a lot of parts. Animal transport pod crash. Not another cassowary. York, you will be forgotten. Rogue got a silent level, inspired creativity, Sam. Ooh, the passive coolers are doing their jobs. I'm surprised at how effective those are. Okay. So we've got plate armor. start mining steel. Finally have enough room, I can actually set up stoves instead of campfires. Let's have a few fine meals and then just make them again. Alright, so now we can have actual, like, good meals and pemmican. Tailor bench is working on making proper clothing for everybody. Smith is making plate boots. Hey, our first ever pair of plate armor. It's boots, but it's something. And Big is working away at mining the steel that we need to make more. Maybe this is the technology we need. Plate armor is the technology that we need. This will allow us to raid maybe the tribals. I kind of wish I kind of hope that I get raided or something. Like, they bring guns. Like, I can fight one or two guys with guns. And then I can take their guns. And use their guns to attack other people. And take their guns. I'm raiders. I shouldn't have to research stuff. I should just take it. But I can't take it. Because everyone has more people than me. Better guns. Oh, I asked for it and here it is. It's one guy with a hand cannon, but a gun is a gun is a gun. Here he comes. The dumb. He's just... plunderism. Throw a fireball at him. Oh. Throw another fireball. Come on. I missed. That's what we get for throwing blast weapons. It's raining, so it's not even properly starting fires. He's still alive. Alright. Extinguish the fires. We want to kidnap this person. So... what's this sleeping spot here? You... prioritize working on this. Dig, you come and heal them. We don't want them dying. We also don't want them getting away. Kai is working on closing this up. Yes, my first ever prisoner. They're safe, so capture them. You're my best shooter, but you also have fireballs that you can throw. So... 14 shooting. What is the range on this thing? Oh, it's bio-coded! It's bio-coded. So, I need to successfully recruit this person so that they can use the gun. I finally get a gun and it's bio-coded. Unwavering prisoner. The dumb is unwaveringly loyal to their home and will refuse to be recruited entirely. You can see whether someone is unwaveringly loyal by selecting them. Wow! They suck. However, I want their stuff. They don't need to be good to be a indentured servant. And, I can definitely get behind stealing their stuff, because they have a full piece of plate armor. It's a little bit battered from, you know, getting filled with arrows and being fireballed several times. Oh yeah, she gained a level in. Self-explosion. Well, that's fascinating. Check this stuff. I think we can make chairs. We cannot make chairs. We have not figured out chairs. We learned table and we learned stool, but not chair. Chair's too complicated. Speed things up, speed things up. Let's see where things go. What are we researching? Researching long blades. And I guess after this, gotta start researching electricity. It's a big cost jump, but it's kind of what you need. Because at this rate, my only choice is to, like, try to make guns myself. Also... a bunch of stone blocks. Oh, and room. I have space. How much leather do we have? Oh, we've used it all. We've used all the leather. We just need to extinguish all life. Kill all animals that can be killed and consume them for food. Ah. The dumb builder is no longer incapable of walking, but and it was so useful. I can't use this hand cannon, and I can't recruit them, so I should probably just destroy this. I don't think anybody would buy it either. Oh, who are you? Crafting 12. Ascetic, kind, and ugly. He is incapable of violence. I don't think you're going to get along very well here. There's this particular issue where we kind of like raid people and take their stuff. How soon are you going to die? 19 hours, so you're not in immediate danger. You can sleep in the same hole in the wall as the dumb. Big. You can go capture him. And he will be our crafter. Kai tried to woo Sam by making an observation about crypto sleep. Sam was attracted and is now Kai's lover. Very advanced talk for tribals. But okay. Alright. Do. The doe-eyed rhinoceroses. He wants you to take care of 2 rhinoceroses at Bringa Cliff for 17 days. $3 metal blood serum and a dead life pack, 119 gold, or 22 goodwill. What is metal blood serum? Syringe full of rust-colored liquid that constantly hardens and liquefies. When injected into the bloodstream, the metal blood substance can harden the flesh when it anticipates a blow, making the user more resistant to damage. However, the bioferrite-based chemistry of the serum also makes the user particularly vulnerable to fire. Okay. I'll be stuck here think the month's 15 days or 30 days? So I'll be stuck here for over a month. I think I want that metal blood seed. Hello, rhinoceroses. Well, I guess if I'm gonna be here for a while, I'm gonna need a growing zone. Let's grow our own food over here. Sure. Blue Valley. Cabbages. You know what? I missed cabbages earlier. Let's make cabbages. Oh, I think rice grows faster. Let's do a small plot over here for rice. There's the rice. Alright. And I guess we're on our way to researching electricity. This is just turning into a normal Rimworld game. If I was gonna do Nomadic Raiders, I think I've learned that the move is, if you're gonna do Nomadic Raiders, is to start with guns. Raid from the Dusman kinship. It is one guy with a knife. What are his credentials? His melee is quite good, and his mining is quite good. Adulthood, archer. No, I don't think you were. I think you dropped out of archery school, buddy. This is amazing. I kind of want to recruit him just to get a good melee fighter and the Neanderthal team. Dude's just chilling all night. He shows up to raid and he's just hanging out all night. Oh, gee, start. Shouldn't have started 30. Oh, he's preparing his attack. Big, you can take care of him. Get him, Big. Oh. Huh. He won the fight. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. You are not kidnapping. No kidnapping. Fortunately, this man is slow. This guy is literally going to die because he is so desperately determined to kidnap this man. Rescue big. Well, that went absolutely swimmingly. Wear the better armor, please. Oh, it's gonna take you 90 years to put this on. We can't even wear the cape? You can't wear anything with this armor. One would think you could at least wear the cape over the armor. Oh. Oh, this is the one where I get the deserter from the Empire. This is a chance to get another Siling Neuroformer, too, so I can have a second Psyker. And I get a dude. And he's a dude with a gun. That's just a scar. Battle rifle. Yeah, that's just a scar. What are you good at? Pig just got the crap beat out of him. So it's just this one guy. Let's just bring out my ranged people. How long are they gonna hang out over there? You retreat over here. Oh, he's dead. That was way too easy. What's the mystery behind my nickname? Okay. I mean, I don't think it's particularly mysterious. Polaris is just like the online handle I've always used? Or are you talking about something in the game that I'm playing? One thing think any of these guys have really mysterious looking nicknames. The occultic part has a little bit of a story. Because, I've always... So, okay. Polaris is a pretty old name for me. It was my priest in WoW. Like, ages ago. And I've just kind of used it as my online handle since then. Am I just stuck? And Twitch was the first thing I've ever run into that would not let me be just Priest Gang. Priest is the best. I tried Wizard and I hated being DPS. I just hated being DPS. And I have never looked back. But, a Twitch would not let me be Polaris spelled how I spelled it. Because Twitch, so far as I can tell, won't even let you have a username close to somebody else's username. Because I have been unable to find anybody with that exact username. So for a long time, I was just Polaris spelled incorrectly. The occultic part came when I became a VTuber, and I was like, I want to spell my name correctly. Let's do the VTuber thing and add a last name. And that just kind of came out of the model. And that one's obviously just a portmanteau of occult because wizardy and tech because I'm a robot. Which I think if I don't take my cloak off isn't super obvious. Because you can see all the gears spinning and stuff in my chest. Yes, I was a robot all along. I was, in fact, a fraud. We are all of us synth. As it turns out, yellow was sus. Yeah, I'm so pleased with the job that Retta and Giga did on my model. It looks so good. Like, I gush about those two every chance I get because they have done such just freaking awesome work. There's a lot of little details. Yellow reminded me of bananas. Fox took over. Banana. Yeah, 3 guesses as to what my favorite color is. Everything would have been yellow, but I felt like making all of the clothing yellow too would have been eye gouging. Rid of the capes. We need the armor. Yeah, I like the mix of yellow and green with the dark colors to offset it. I think my favorite part of it. Let me turn off studio mode so I can. It's hard to see. I don't become ungovernable. The gears in my chest spin. It's hard to see because they're so little. This is very pleasing to me. So much detail they put into this guy. Thank you. So are you a VTuber too then? Your icon makes you look like me. Ah, you are. Fox Gremlin. You have a fun looking model. I like seeing models that aren't all the same, steal food and squeak. I like seeing models that aren't all the, like, same kind of anime art style. Like, it's one thing to see stuff with different designs, it's another thing to, like, see really cool, like, stylized art styles. It's like, I love them all, don't get me wrong, they're awesome. But it's just really cool to see something so different. Yours is very fun looking. I scroll through the live channels and see the same free model like 40 times. Yeah, that's unfortunately gonna be the case. Like, there's such a barrier to entry with VTubing, unlike normal live streaming. Like, normal live streaming is like 20 bucks, you buy a camera. VTubing, you either learn how to make your own model, yep, same artist, same style. It's so easy to, like, wind up with the... Yeah, because there's such a barrier to entry to, like, getting a model, unless you're willing to just, like... I think the fact that, like, free stuff like V-Roid exists is nice, because it gives someone, like, a thing to use for free to figure out if they like it or not, before you go throwing money at it. People see that one thing works, so they end up with a conveyor belt with the same thing. Yeah, I was a PNG too up until fairly recently. My model only got finished, like, in its entirely in, like, May? I can't remember now. I think it was like the end of May is when my model actually finished. So, like, from the end of last year until May, I was a PNG. And prior to that, I was using a free V-Roid model. Because, like... saw you when you were a PNG, and I was like... Ego, why no click? Big gay, no click. I see all the letters scrambled together and my brain just scrambles them. Like, whenever people do stuff like that, like, it's really hard for me to read it. Yeah, it's just... You just wind up seeing a lot of stuff with VTubers. At least in terms of, like, new people trying it out, just because there's free stuff that's available that requires no effort. Trying to freaking fry my brain. Soy cat? So... No, I can't read it. Thank you. Like even leet speak like your name sometimes gives me a bit of trouble, but that at least I managed to like... Oh no, a solar flare when I have no electricity. Spell it. Put respect upon his name. Younglin. I don't know. I think you gotta be careful when you call a VTuber young. Because the more I notice it, I feel like both VTubers and VTuber viewers tend to skew older. I don't know what it is. Like there's a few VTubers out there who are super zoomery, but I don't know, man. It's the first time you've not been called a grandma. You gotta be careful making references to VTubers' ages. dangerous. Yeah, I think the reason you wind up seeing so many of the same model is just because, like, it's what's free, and there's such a barrier if you don't just grab what's free. It's like, well, anyone else who VTubes knows, I don't think most of us want to talk about what was spent on our models. Got ultra instincted by the Pookie Pookie again. You gotta record it when you're doing this stuff, dude. You come up with, like, the craziest situations. I just hope to see more variety in VTuber avatars. And maybe more free tools like VRoid to let people make simple avatars without just using the, like, same free avatar. Like, it doesn't need to be anything complicated, but just some kind of very basic tool to let people get cheap avatars, so it's not all just like, oh man, everybody's just wearing the Nero-sama face. All the same. Oh well. Here, out of wood. Oh, this guy has a gun? He's wearing a black jacket. I can draft the slaves. So I could send the slaves in to be frontline fighters. That man has a rhinoceros sleeping on his face. That cannot be healthy. There are some tools being developed that are supposed to be free to use, live 2D, but it'll take some time. That sounds really good. Yeah, hopefully we see more variety with, like, newer people trying stuff out. Because, like, free tools like that lets more people get into it, lets more people try it out. And do fun stuff with it. And removing that sort of, like, barrier to entry with art and stuff, even if it's a very, very basic model, means that you have more ideas flowing in from different people who may not be as into the, like, core anime aesthetic. And then the more people you get flowing in, the more stuff you see at the higher end, too. Because well, those people will stick around. They can pull out cool-ass stuff. I'm always just waiting for the next, like, really crazy thing somebody does. Because even now and again, you do see something, like, really kind of weird and out there. Because I noticed one guy doing some really neat stuff called, desync. And he is essentially, like, a black outline with eyes. So he'll take all kinds of, like, objects and just stick his eyes on it. It is very fun, like, kind of prop comedy stuff. His Twitter posts are also pretty goofy. Oh, we're getting all armored up. The slaves are taking some of the armor. This guy... 3 more shoulder pads, 3 more boots. They have not finished a single suit of armor. This table. We don't need all these tables. Maybe tools like that will also be useful for the artists and animators making the models at higher levels, because G-Get, the guy who did the animation for my model, didn't complain at length, but did mention how frustrating to work with live 2D can be, because there's just so much, like, weirdness with it. It's one of those programs that feels like it really needs an update. There's nothing for them to collect. Harvest everything on the map. And it's just slowly working at the steel. You made art and rigged it yourself? Really funky things about the program. Yeah, I've tried working with it a little bit myself. Like, I made a really, really simple piece of art and tried to rig it. And that taught me that I should not try to rig my own model, which is what led me to finding Reddit and G-Get to begin with. But yeah, even as someone who's not, like, well-versed in that kind of stuff, it just seems wonky. And, like, this is not the only thing Live 2D gets used for. Like, to some degree, this is industry software. So the fact that it's so out there is a little sus. You flame doggers. How dare he. Making a mess of Live 2D. This sounds a little bit similar to how I blame Sam for everything. But no such thing yet. Can make it better. The unseen swarm? There's 2 down here. Okay. So, grab the archers and take care of the guy up this direction. And you have a gun. So, I think you can just take care of these 2. Surprised I don't name my animals? Haven't been worried about it so far. I think that they usually auto-name them once they're trained to a significant degree. Or maybe I'm dumb. I don't actually gather animals a lot. I usually don't keep animals. I'm not heavily aware of how they work. Because they feel like something that's very useful for when you're, like, traveling in caravans, but I usually don't use the caravan mechanic at all. Which is kind of why I wanted to do the nomadic thing. Because I'm kind of forcing myself to heavily use a mechanic that I never use. Oh, he's coming. Oh. Extinguish fires. Fix the fireball issue. I feel like maybe, maybe Pyromancer was not the choice living in a jungle. I am enjoying it so far. It is very unusual, and it's made me have to learn a few new things. And change up how I work stuff. All of my food is going bad. I have not been paying attention. I've been yapping and not paying attention. Now all of my food is going bad. I'm also not used to playing... I hope that didn't break anything. Fireball's an issue. Try breaking the staff over your knee. Yeah, I'm sure that'll end well. It sure ended well every time it's been done. Who's this? I thought they were fleeing. Because I've learned what kinds of stuff I can deconstruct, what I should take with me, what I shouldn't take with me, what animals are good for caravans. I've learned about the animal training system and how useful animals trained to actually transport goods are. Because the elephants hauling stuff for me was very, very helpful. On the stupid fireball staff. Yeah, I think I got rid of all of the raiding tribals that came in. Why is he not finishing this? Low food, that's not good. And all of the things that I can hunt are either tiny or terrifying. Well, let's start with the easy stuff. Hunt all the monkeys, chinchillas, turtles. It's not turning out exactly as I had wanted it to. Because my thought process was to be like a raider caravan and like go town to town, destroy a town, steal their stuff, move on to the next town. Doesn't work well when you use a tribal start. I've also had a very hard time getting recruits. A ritual spot out here. The Pine of Theft. Let's do our Christmas celebration. I'm stuck here for a while because of the rhinoceroses. So I might as well take the time to do all of the ideology stuff. Oh, this guy is... Family of Secular Spirituality. Room impressiveness. Not great. They've all just suddenly stopped to clean the room. It was effective, not terribly effective, but 30% is 30%. I'm gonna have to, like, gather everybody to bring down an elephant. That's the other thing. I have never before been scared to hunt an elephant. But when you don't have guns, or rather have, like, one gun now. I have one gun that's not really a hunting weapon. It makes attempting to hunt big animals a little bit spooky. Oh boy, it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna have to get off. Let's see if I have somewhere to send you guys. Is this person? They are also playing Rimworld. Let's go see a PNG fox playing Rimworld. And that will be the end of my stream.